Um, I got some explaining to do. What's a happening, people out there in YouTube land? Sorry if there's a lot of background noise, but it's hot. It's like 90 some degrees in my shop right now. And I am here working on the S13, so I hope you guys can hear me. So, in any case, got some explaining to do. Last video, as you guys saw, should be uploaded at this point. It was me trying to fit some rear over fender stuff and cutting out the body to gain access and room for the bigger wheels and tires we'll be running. And then I kind of put the camera down and really blitzed through a lot of things. So I'm going to flip the camera on here in a minute, but I wanted to say thank you for tuning in, watching, and all this stuff. I don't know how long this video will be. I'm kind of here by myself tonight, and it's pretty late. I don't know what day this is. New AMA merch, though. That's cool. We'll make sure we tag the website or post the website down here. Any case, so I don't know when this is going up. I have no idea. I've been working my 9 to 5 a lot. Been doing a lot with my daughter, but I wanted to get back over this way. There is a drift event being hosted by Team Brown on July 19th and 20th. Really trying to make that. I haven't drifted in I don't know how long, and it's a very, very special event for me. A lot of friends I haven't met, a lot of internet friends I haven't met yet in person, and I really want to go drive with these guys. They are absolute rippers. But as you guys know, the Skyline is not done. Don't want to get into details on that. I'm just going to leave that alone. But the Skyline's not done. It's nowhere near ready by any means. So we've been pushing the S13 to get done. Originally, we were going to try to take a different car, but that didn't work out either. So now it's been all any free time I get that I'm out with my daughter or working or the family or anything, I'm over here at the shop and trying to put some time in this thing. But I'm not as young as I used to be. My body isn't feeling the same way it used to be, so I'm pushing as much as I possibly can. So we're going to hope we make it. I have a pretty solid recipe when it comes to S13s, S14s, just S chassis in general. I have built 22 of them, maybe 23 of them personally, and worked on a ton for other people. So I normally have a good idea of what I like. I'm very into the 2000s, early 2000s styling of drift cars and things. It's just what I grew up with, and I like big, wide, aggressive stuff, over fenders, origin kits, D-Max, stylish type stuff, but also power behind it too. So I'm trying to push the S13 to get done in enough time. I don't know if we'll make it. We'll try, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I want to give a huge shout out and massive thank you to two good friends of mine, Mr. Kylie Mackey. He is an East Coast legend. He stayed late at another buddy of mine's shop, which is very well known. If you guys don't know this shop, look him up. Brian from MA Motorsports. Brian is awesome. Those guys really helped me out and was able to get me a angle kit that I needed for the front of this thing in enough time for this event to make it happen. So shout out to the two of you. Kylie stayed late. Brian really helped me out, and I couldn't thank you guys enough for that. So thank you. And everybody else on the AMA team, obviously, shout out to them. We're really trying to push this through. Not to get too into the emotional side of things, but drifting for me is my release. It's my hobby. A lot of negatives will happen, and a lot of negatives have happened over the last few years, and I try to outweigh the negatives with some type of positive. My mental release is drifting. It's racing in general. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I like to do. I've been doing it since I was 15. I'm 32, 33 now, whatever I am. So it's been a lot of years that I've been into this sport, I've been into this hobby. I've made a career out of automotive, and now, as you can see in the background, I've also extended my career into the aftermarket side of the world and building these cars for other customers and things. But I'm also a single father, so that comes first, and it's tough, So not to get all sappy and all emotional, but I think I want to lead this beginning off to, do what you guys are passionate about and have fun doing it. Don't lose sight of it, and find a way back to it if you do, because it's really important to have that type of hobby, to get out and do something outside of your normal. So that's what we're shooting for. I don't know if we'll make it. I'm not going to be depressed about it anymore if we don't. It sucks. But I'm going to be at that event regardless. So if you guys are going to be at Club Loose July 19th and 20th for the Team Brown Drift event, hit me up. I'll have some merch with me. I'll have some stickers and stuff, especially if I'm not driving. I'll be pointing the camera at people. So come find me and get some AMA stuff and support me, support the channel, support the business. And yeah, that way we can keep doing these cool things and give back to people like we've done for so many years. And that's what we're here for. So, in any case, here's a little sneak peek of what we got going on. The kit is dry fitted. Yes, I don't know if we're going to be running these wheels for certain or not on the front, but something like this. Or probably switch over to stage. I love stage wheels. As you can see back there, we're on stages. But, wow, there's a lot to unbox here. Yeah. Got some over fenders. Got these put on. Got them all fit for the most part. Got to do some more trimming down here and fitting this. It's not liking some of the KBD mixed stuff. Shout out to KBD. You guys make some amazing products as well as D-Max and Origin and all the other stuff we have going on. Origin fenders and any case. So we're trying to get the KBD to fit to the Origin stuff. And then got to make some standoffs here and into the actual hard section of the chassis itself. Right back here, there's an actual bolt that bolts the fender together. We're going to tap that, drill that so the fender stays in place, and then we're going to put an offset, we put an offset right over here for a mount for this bumper. So it should be hard mounted at that point, so the bumper doesn't come off and break off. We don't have to use zip ties like we used to all back in the day. Well, that's some actual proper equipment. So, probably some quick push releases like these are here, and that should fit perfect up in here to pop it on and pop it off. So yeah, I'm gonna put this down for a little bit. I'm gonna get this hood removed, so next time you'll see me pick the camera back up, the hood should be off, kind of show you guys the TJ that's under there, and then give you an idea of what I'm going for before looking in front of this thing. Well, it's been a little bit. Let's get you guys caught up to speed. So, the last clip I filmed before this one was summer-ish. It is now winter, and there's a big update. So, I can't really show you too much what's going on. There's a lot of cars in here, but let me swing the camera around really quick. Yeah. So, she's put together. I'm trying to keep the camera up as high as I can because there's something underneath this that I'm not ready to unveil yet. But the S13 is done. I was trying to have you guys go along with the whole build process, but in between the last clip and this, a lot changed. We got very busy here at the shop. I honestly went through a time of just not wanting to pick up a camera, not really wanting to do much of anything, but just work. And I got pretty busy my 9 to 5 as well, along with AMA Motorsports, the shop. So, Origin fenders are on. Last time you saw them, they're teal. They're not anymore. KBD bumpers on. Not fitting the greatest, but that's my fault, not their fault. So, anyhow, we got our 18s on, as you guys seen before. Brand new brakes. We have a angle kit from PBM. Shout out to Brian Hopp and Brian Wilkerson at MA Motorsports, and also my buddy Kylie Mackey over that way at MA Motorsports. They hooked me up with this kit, and I can't thank them enough. Look out for B-Hop, Brian Hopp. He is going into Formula Drift this year for the 2025 season. Surprise, it's not 2024 anymore, it's 2025 when you guys are seeing this. Because again, So much has happened, but we'll get into that. Everything is coated. Focus, focus, focus. And line down here. We got side skirts on. A lot has changed. Little wing outlets. Yeah. So got the wing on. Got some really cool hardware from a new supplier of ours, Z Spec Designs, excuse me. And then currently right now, I'm mapping out everything to build the exhaust to come out. So I'm thinking 2.5, maybe 3 turn down back here for wall ride stuff, so I don't smash it into a wall and crush the exhaust, which I love going to oval tracks and doing some wall ride stuff. So back here, obviously we got to rock stages. Shout out to Stage Wheels. They've been a long time supporter of ours as well. They are awesome. So we rocked the Monroes on this one. I'm getting a different set of front wheels, but that's just what I had on here to move it. But they will be stages on the front as well. So obviously new brakes in the back, brand new calipers in the rear. Not running a dual caliper setup, which is different. But I'll explain that here in a minute. Can't focus too much, but rear suspension's all done. Everything. So GK Tech side mirrors. Shout out to my buddy Rich Whiteman. He is a former Formula Drift Pro Spec driver. Really, really close friend of mine. Him and his wife and his new son. Shout out to that. Congratulations again. They are amazing people, an amazing family. I saw him rock these, and also a mentor of mine, Dan Savage, call him Helicopter. He rocks those, so had to get them, right? So inside, this is the last time you guys saw this. I got the door cut out, mainly for future plans, which we'll address now. This car is going to be a Gambler 235 car, so I plan to put a cage in this thing pretty soon, actually. NRG quick release and race hub with a purple aluminum wheel. The AMA Motorsports whoop decal on the fiberglass dash. I love this dash. This is not your standard S13 fiberglass dash, which I absolutely love. And it's a lot different than what I see a lot of people running. We have a mixture of Steel It on the inside and some other spray to get everything coated. This year, I'm rocking ASD pull-up style handbrake in this and possibly in the Mustang as well. I love these. Haven't had a chance to do pull-up style handbrakes in quite some time, so it's going to be a little different than the Skyline was. A custom My Wire Shop race box for all the startup activities. So that's where she was for such a long time. That's why I didn't really have much to film in this thing. I ended up building this car, oh my goodness, very, very fast because I wanted to go drive a very important event for me. Couldn't happen because of scheduling issues. And then we just dropped it off and let Rob and his team over at My Wire Shop, shout out to them, kind of do their thing and built me a custom chassis harness and fixed a lot of the engine harness as well. So it's now tucked away. ECU's up behind there. Looks pretty cool. And if you guys know me, you know I love rocking Momo containment seats. And then shout out to another big sponsor and supporter of mine, D&D Performance Interior. They have sponsored me since 2014, I think. Long time. And I am running their purple harnesses on this guy. So that is it, man. There's the office. She is rowdy. I wish I could start it up, but I can't. Like I said, there's something underneath of this that I'm not prepared to talk about just yet. But trust me, when I am, you guys will know. And it's a pretty big one. It's a new build coming to the channel, new build coming to AMA. But there she is. There's the S13 in all her glory. Shout out to these Amazon lights, man. These things are dope. They actually have a party sequence in the front and like flasher setup. Whole thing. I love them. Got turn signals that Rob made me in the front. Pretty sick setup. Pretty sick. So I absolutely love it. All right. So that is the car. But let's talk for a minute. All right. So sitting down so we can discuss. pretty much everything that we just kind of went over. The S13's done. That was sent off to get some wiring repairs done and a few other things that I needed kind of hooked up and cleaned up. So I appreciate them taking care of that. But that's why it's been such a lack of updates on that car. And plus, I literally I put everything down and I just grinded it out. Me and a few buddies came by and helped me out. And really a lot of long nights here. I mean, I was here a couple nights till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not a young man no more. So that was fun. But got it done pretty fast. Built that car in 30 days. Took a while for the process to get it sent off and come back. It was during the summer FD season, stuff like that, into late fall. So there was some scheduling conflicts and stuff for me to get it taken care of and get it wired up the way I needed it. But I trusted the shop to do it, and they've been a long time supporter of ours. So they knocked it out the park, and I can't appreciate that more. They did a great job, and now it's back, and I'm happy it's back. Got some few things to kind of clean up, some fuel stuff and things like that, but neither here nor there. It is running, and we will be in that car this year. So, like I was mentioning before, that is going to be the Gambler 235 car. So I should be attending Gambler this year, which is going to be great. But just more than that, I really want to do some Club Loose events, hang out with some of the Team Brown homies up that way, and all the guys there. Obviously, Summit Point is going to be on the list, DOD and a couple other ones. That's family, that's home, so I'll be there. And then, really, I don't know. I've been tossing around the idea again of hosting my own events again, or just doing some private days like I used to. With just me and a couple of really close friends and having a good time. So we'll see. But for sure, I'll be back in the driver's seat. That is the main takeaway, is I'm going back in the office. I miss it. I really focused all my time, money, energy that I have between being single father, raising my daughter, as you guys saw in the last video. She's the light of my world, and really making sure she knows that I'm present and I'm here. And then the other side of that, I also work outside of this shop. I am a director for a manufacturer at a dealership, so I run 2 departments, technically 3 departments, and pretty busy. So then outside of that, I also come here and I do this as well. So 3 full-time jobs. I'm juggling the best I possibly can. But this year I really wanted to focus on A, getting back behind the wheel, B, getting healthy again. I miss being smaller than what I am. It really weighs on me mentally and takes a lot out of me. I did suffer a pretty serious motorcycle accident where I almost lost my life a few years ago. And since then, I just kind of, but I'm trying to fix that this year for sure. So we're working on that. Outside of that, the other plan for this year is driving, competing. If I can, Skyline's going to get put together. I promise. Skyline's getting put together. But also have another secret car that's going to be a street drift type setup that hopefully you guys follow along with, and I'll make a whole build series on that. And just to kind of show you guys, we don't only do like Nissans and S chassis, Skyline, stuff like that. As you can see behind me, I have a 1 Series BMW that we built years ago. Still fixing, putting that back together. That thing makes some pretty serious power. It's sat for a long time, so it's running real rough, real bad. Turbos blew out, so I had to replace those, and it's still running rough, so we're kind of going through that. Also, back behind that is a E36 that we are fully building to a competition drift car for a customer. And then you can see the Skyline there, and a little teaser right there of the new car down below. So that's all I can show you of that one, but there will be a video revealing that here soon. So, again, I appreciate you guys. I hope 2024 is good for you guys. I hope 2025 is even better. I appreciate any and all support we get. If you guys don't mind hitting the follow button if you're not following already, subscribe to the channel, like the video, tell me what you want to see. Like I said, I do run this shop, and I have a lot of interesting, cool things we do on a daily basis. Well, I won't say cool, but interesting things we do on a daily basis you guys might find cool. We tune things here. I fabricate, weld a lot of stuff. A lot of builds on cars, things like that. I'd love to do some how-to videos. You guys think that's something you want to see? pretty much let me know. Hit the comments. Let me know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And we'll focus on that. Other than that, I like kind of getting behind the camera and vlogging a little bit. This is cool. It's a good release for me. I'm not very good in front of cameras, so sitting here on my own and just kind of talking to you guys is kind of taking some stress away, and I appreciate it. So please share this with people. I'd love to grow the followers, and for everybody that is following already, I really appreciate you. And yeah, it's going to be a fun year, man. It's going to be a fun year. We will be at Club Loose in Summit Point and lower part of Virginia. Plan to do some driving in the Carolinas. Going to do some driving in Florida. We got pretty heavy stuff, along with I'm going to pretty much just make videos about everything that I possibly can, really. My daughter's playing soccer again this year. She's on year 5. 10 seasons, year 5, something like that. Yeah, long time. She's getting into racing too. She wants to do some karting and everything, So we're also not just going to do only drifting this year. I have plans to do a hill climb event in West Virginia in August. So I plan to bring my Subaru for that and the drift cars. I can run both. So that should be pretty fun. But I want to say thank you to everybody. Anybody that made it through this whole video, I really appreciate you very much. It means a lot to me. And thanks for all my friends, family, supporters, loved ones, etc. Thanks for the haters too. I appreciate you guys as well. You guys fuel me to keep this going. So that being said, I'm gonna get out of here for the night. I'm tired and I want to go home and rest. But I think the next video we'll do a shop walkthrough. There's been a lot of changes, so I want you guys to see everything that's gone on since last video. And obviously, I'm sitting on another side of the shop, and we'll kind of address that too. So other than that, please like, thumbs up, follow, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Share the video. Until next time, peace and love, and you guys stay blessed. Take care.